Here we are on homework test number 3, doing question number 1. Which choice best summarizes the passage? So in a question like this, I'm looking for the best summary of the entire passage I can get, which means it should encompass all of the beats of the passage, not one detail that happened in one paragraph one time. So before I look at the options, I want to go do a quick summary of the passage and examine some of the paragraphs. Passage starts off by looking at Lady Carlotta stepping off onto the platform of a small wayside station and wandering around. She's noticing a horse struggling. We'll come back to that later. Certain of her acquaintances are giving her grief. Great. We have this very elongated example about Lady Carlotta's interaction with this boar and this lady in this tree. A lot goes on here. Not changing the summary of my passage here. At some point, the train that she was waiting for speeds off without her. It gave way to the first sign of impatience it had shown throughout the journey and steamed off without her. So Lady Carlotta's abandoned. She's at the station. Mr. Train. Great. She wires a vague, non-committal message to her destination to say she was coming on by another train. So she tells her friends, hey, wait, I'm coming later. Now, look what happens here. Before she had time to think what her next move might be, she was confronted by an imposingly attired lady who seemed to be taking a prolonged mental inventory of her clothes and looks. So someone stops her and stares at her a bit. They exchange pleasantries, such as it is. Lady Carlotta claims to be this person that she's not. She's not Miss Hope. She's Lady Carlotta. Two totally different people, but that's not how Lady Carlotta sees it. She says, nope, that's if I must be this person, I must. Things are getting weird here. Now we talk about the luggage a little bit. We talk about how the railway companies are so careless. Great. Now we learn in this paragraph what Lady Carlotta has just gotten herself into. During the drive to the Corbeil mansion, Lady Carlotta was impressively introduced to the nature of the charge that had been thrust upon her. So she learns here that about these children that she is going to be tutoring. And Miss Corbeil says, I want them to be taught, not just taught, but interested in what they learn. Great. And then they go back and forth about when they're going to be speaking, what language. And Lady Carlotta isn't having it, and they're getting into it. It's getting good. Getting real juicy here. Don't need to know every word. I was just looking for the big ideas in each paragraph, and I think we got that. Let's go back and look at number 1 here. Which choice best summarizes the passage? So, choice A says, a woman weighs the positive and negative aspects of accepting a new job. Lady Carlotta doesn't seem like the type to weigh the positive and negative aspects of anything before she does it. She kind of just gets right into it. And it's not like she ever intended to accept this job. Not really. So the whole choice, there's problems everywhere here. A woman does not correct a stranger who mistakes her for someone else. We have that. Lady Carlotta is claiming to be Miss Hope after she's accused of being Miss Hope. She kind of just runs with it. So that seems to fit. Choice C here. A woman impersonates someone else to seek revenge on an acquaintance. Well, certainly Lady Carlotta is definitely impersonating someone here. But do we have enough info to say that she is seeking revenge on an acquaintance? If we did, I think we would have hit it in our summary, and we didn't. It never came up, so I can't assume that. Might be true, but I just can't assume it. So I really don't like this revenge part here, particularly. Choice D says, a woman takes an immediate dislike to her new employer. They don't get along. Very quickly, we can see they're not getting along. But I do not believe that is a great summary of the entire passage. We have that interaction right near the end, just in little bits and pieces. I don't think that's a good enough summary of the entire passage. Let's look at D again, or B again. Let's see if we really like it here. A woman does not correct a stranger who mistakes her for someone else. Yeah, I think that's hitting every point I want it to hit. That works.